All right, good afternoon. Welcome to Resource Prepping. I'm your host, Greg. Please continue to like, subscribe, and leave your comments. Give me the thumbs up. I certainly do appreciate it. If you find something here on this channel that you wish to share, please feel free to do so. I have no problem with that. I would like you to start thinking about, the United States going to war with Iran. I believe the attack is imminent. President Trump, along with Benjamin Netanyahu, the president, prime minister, whatever you want to call him, of Israel, they are in lockstep. Both leaders have indicated that Iran must not get a nuclear weapon, and apparently, they're closer than ever. And President Trump has indicated a hard deadline in a letter sent to Iran saying, if you do not give up your nuclear ambitions, dismantle them, surrender them, and allow the United Nations Atomic Energy, UAE, to inspect and verify, the consequences will be very severe for you. Now, President Trump has already put maximum pressure campaign on Iran. He has been dismantling the Houthis, which is a proxy of Iran, causing a lot of economic damages by blocking off the Suez Canal, firing missiles at ships trying to pass through the Suez Canal, costing mainly Europe billions of dollars in economic losses because the ships now have to go around the Horn of Africa and travel that way to avoid being shot at and have missiles launched at by the Houthis. The United States has attacked the Houthis in Yemen quite a bit. Every time they fire a missile or a ballistic missile at Israel or at a ship or at our Navy in the Red Sea, the counterattack by the Navy and the Air Force has been quite severe, and now they are targeting the Houthi administration, the leaders, the generals. So they've shut that down pretty good, and that's a Iranian proxy. Israel has taken on Hezbollah, which is another Iranian proxy, funded and armed by Iran, and they have done a very good job of destroying that army, those rockets, those hideouts, per se, and taking out the Hezbollah leadership. We all remember the amazing thing about pagers and everything exploding, and that was quite an amazing story. Israel has also taken out the radar stations, early warning stations in Syria on the last attack, and left Iran blinded on incoming missiles, and they have not retaliated. So now they do not have as many missiles as prior claimed. The United States just recently has taken out their Iranian logistics ships, basically parked in the Red Sea, relaying coordinates to the Houthis of missiles or ships passing through the Suez or sitting in the Red Sea, giving them coordinates and launching missiles of that. The United States sunk that ship. So now they're blinded there. The Iranians responded to Trump's ultimatum and said, basically up yours. We're not giving away our nuclear ambitions, and we're not allowing you to inspect it. And we will not deal with the United States under any circumstances until you stop the maximum pressure campaign launched against us by this administration. Until that time, we're going to proceed as we plan with our nuclear ambitions for peace. We all know that's a lie because the mullahs and the ayatollahs have all said we are going to wipe out Israel, and we don't care if we take other believers with us in the attack or the fallout from nuclear fallout. We don't care. We want to exterminate the state of Israel and wipe it off the face of the earth, period. No negotiations. That's what they understand. So now Israel is hitting Hamas once again. They are going after the leadership, and they just took out the Hamas financier, which is important because he is the go-between Iran and Hamas, basically paying people, receiving monies, and stuff like that. He's no more. So one by one, they are isolating Iran and that administration. If the attack comes, which I truly believe it will, Trump has said 2 months. That's a lie. That could happen at any time. Israel and the United States will attack together with the bunker-busting bombs supplied by the United States, as well as 2,000 bombs, and the United States will provide refueling tankers in the air. It'll take at least 2 to 3 of them to refill all the fighter jets going over Iran back and forth, and that will be a logistics for the United States to refill not only American planes but Israeli planes. And I look for stealth bombers to come out of Italy as well, launching their attack until everything that they want, all the infrastructure that they want taken out, will happen. It's not just in one location. They have them in underground bunkers scattered about the country of Iran and upwards up to a mile deep reportedly. So it's going to be a big war, big attack, a big effort. The retaliation will be missiles, possibly swift boats from Iran going after that, which will be taken out by the U.S. Navy. Any missiles will be shot down by the Patriot system in Israel. If the Houthis jump in, they will be annihilated by the Navy sitting in the Red Sea. Iran and Russia have a treaty of mutual support. I seriously doubt Russia will jump in or come to their aid. I just don't see that happening. Turkey may help in some way. North Korea, possibly. Venezuela, possibly. I don't think so. What concerns me is Joe Biden's open borders, the incompetent fool that he was, leaving our borders wide open to anyone and everyone that wanted to come in, friend and foe alike. So now we have to be concerned about the terrorists in our country. There are an estimated 40,000 military-aged Chinese males in here. Iran and China are friendly. This may be the go sign to create sabotage on America's infrastructure. Power stations, power grids, car bombings, poisoning the waters in the reservoirs, hitting soft targets, shopping malls, movie theaters, hospitals even, whatever, and committing suicide by cop, going out and then, getting gunned down, or even suicide vests being clacked off in Times Square or something else. Who knows? But that will be the way Iran hits back at America. The results will be higher gasoline prices because the market will panic. The stock market will probably crash. Prices will generally go up fairly quickly and then kind of stable off. It's different than the Afghan war, because the Afghan war was not economically significant to the United States other than spending a lot of money. They didn't add oil to the market or precious metals or anything else. Iran is a very big producer of oil, and that would cause some sort of panic. As a prepper, I would be suggesting that you solidify your hard currency by buying silver. I'm too poor, I can't afford gold, but buying troy ounces of silver from a variety of places. This is a Canadian maple leaf. No matter what happens, and you trade it in or whatever, this Canadian maple leaf will always be worth $5 minimum. No matter what happens, you get $5. So that may be a big deal, may not be. But I would, spend some money on that. I would also fortify my long-term food, toilet paper, paper towels, and all of that. If and when we go to war, it's going to happen. They are not going to give up their nuclear ambitions. They may be further along than what they say, or they may be pulling a big bluff as a bargaining chip. But either way, Iran is looking to get hit hard, and Trump is not one to back down when it comes to something like that, especially with our allies in Israel. So keep an eye out, listen to it. There's been a lot of chatter from senators saying that they are a direct threat to national security. So the process of drumming up support for this possible war is already started. Now the press is talking to generals and everything else, saying, what do we need to do? What do you think is going to happen? That process of bringing it to the public's attention is escalating. So keep an eye open for it. Once they start doing polls to say, what do you think, should we prevent Iran from having a nuclear weapon? What do you think is going to happen? And if the polls turn out positive, that's a green light. That's not going to affect this administration one way or another. But if the polls show Americans are in favor of taking out Iran's nuclear reactors and stuff, that'll definitely be a green light, and he will go ahead with that. Just a heads up, pay attention, be alert. You have nut jobs out there attacking Musk and all these other things, so just keep an eye open. Keep your head on swivel, but I'm concerned about the potential war in the Middle East. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. Greg out.